Hi everyone, this is Janelle from AnnounceMyMove.com. We power two social marketing solutions. One is called Announce My Listing and the other is Announce My News. This webinar is going to focus on a workshop for those of you using the Announce My News program. But I need to make sure that there's a little bit of a foundation laid first so you understand how our technology works. So for those of you who have already attended a Just Listed webinar or you've listened to the recorded one, a little bit of this first maybe 3 minutes or so is going to be a little bit of a repeat for you. But I think it's important for the rest of you who don't understand the basics of our technology first before we transition into this webinar. So when I talk about what an announcement is, this is what I'm referring to. It just happens to be a Just Listed announcement from our Announce My Listing program. You'll be tempted to think of our announcements as an e-flyer. Although there's an email component to our program, we really are so much more than that. When you look at an announcement, this is actually a web page. Now, we're not a website company. We don't replace your website. In fact, we drive traffic over to your website. That's just simply the technology with what you're looking at. There's pictures moving, there's live links, people can connect with you. In the case of Announce My Listing, for example, we take a data feed every 3 hours from your MLS. It populates in the photos, the price, the address, your property remarks, and it frames it all with a banner with your contact information on the right-hand side. Now with Announce My Listing, 90% of the work is done for you with the data feed, and then we sync it every 3 hours. Announcements, whether it's a listing announcement or an Announce My News announcement, can be shared in one of 3 ways. With the listing announcement, we generate 2 versions. One for you, the agent, to share with your contacts, and one for your seller to share with theirs. The difference between the two simply being the ability to write a personal message on the page. Now, every announcement, again, whether it's Announce My Listing or Announce My News, has 3 ways for it to be shared. You can share it on your social media sites, on sites like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Google+. And what it does, it pulls the first image, the banner, and the first little part of the personal message on the page. And it can be shared on your timeline, in a group, on a business page, in a private message, and so forth. And you can set your privacy settings right here. It really works the same way for any of your social medias. The second way an announcement can be shared is that we send you and your seller an HTML email version of this announcement that can be forwarded off using your own email system to whoever you want to send it to. And then the third way is we give you an embed code. An embed code is an HTML code that's given to you in 3 different image sizes that you can post and use that embed code on sites like Craigslist, your blog site, your website, or in a contact management system like Constant Contact, MailChimp, and others. This announcement, if anything changes on this page, in the case of Announce My Listing, maybe the price changes, or something changes on your banner, you no longer work for this company, work for another one, or you change anything on this page, we will dynamically sync this image, this announcement, wherever it's been shared, whether it's your social media sites, whether it's that email image that got forwarded out to your contacts. The image and the body of the email will dynamically change as changes occur here. Same thing with that embed code if you've embedded this announcement or others on your blog or website, for example. So this is the basics of our technology. Now, Announce My Listing is for those of you who have a listing. Just listed, for sale, for rent, for lease, open house, new price, or custom banner announcements. But what happens when you have sold that property? Maybe you want to create a just sold announcement or a moving announcement for your buyer or seller. This banner could say anything you want it to say. Maybe it's we're moving, and this is pictures of where your client's moving to with their change of address, and a personal message from them to their contacts, letting them know the good news about their move. Every person your seller sends this to, or your buyer sends it to, is getting your information over here on the right-hand side. It helps you build a referral-based business, getting your buyers and sellers telling everyone they know about you. And a moving announcement is a great way to do that. In fact, our company name, Announce My Move, that's how we got started, was online moving announcements. But we've grown into much, much more than that. Today, agents across the country are using Announce My News to announce any kind of news. Announce My Listing, again, is just for listing announcements. Now, each MLS system is different around the country. Most of you are accessing both Announce My Listing and Announce My News from your MLS. On a case-by-case basis, there may be some agents of you who are accessing, you don't have access to Announce My Listing because it's not a part of your MLS program, but maybe you're accessing Announce My News because we've given you special access to it, okay? Let's use the example of those of you who are on an MLS. You're going to log into your MLS. You can't go to AnnounceMyNews.com and gain access to Announce My News if you have this offered through your MLS program. You have to actually log into your MLS system. You will then see a link to Announce My Listing and a link to Announce My News, and it varies from one MLS system to the next. Let's use California as our example, because this is going to be our example we're going to use for Announce My News anyways. In California, you're using Matrix. So when you log into Matrix, you look for the tab that says Links. And there'll be a drop-down menu there, and you'll see a link to Announce My Listing and a link to Announce My News. Now, in some MLSs around the country, they don't have a link to Announce My News on their dashboard. You access, in that case, Announce My News from your Announce My Listing homepage. You scroll down a bit, you'll see a link over to Announce My News. Now, I know we're going to be updating this page, so it may look a little different in the future, but you will be able to always be able to access your Announce My News account from your Announce My Listing homepage. And for those of you who are accessing Announce My News in some other means, maybe you're logging directly into AnnounceMyNews.com and we've given you an email and password. However you've come to us, you're going to be arriving on a page that looks like this. Now, this is an orientation page. I'm going to navigate through it with you. You could do this on your own as well. And then we're actually going to log into a real account, and I'm going to demo everything live for you. Okay? There are 3 ways to use Announce My News: Group Share, Click and Go, and Custom Create. So let's navigate through this orientation page. And by the way, you're only going to see this orientation page the first time you log in. And then after that, you're just going to be logging directly into your account. Let's talk about Group Share. Now, Group Share, for most of you, Group Share will be affiliated with your MLS or your local realtor association. We've created an Announce My News account for them. Okay? So in the case of the Realtor Association, we're going to use Southland Regional Association of Realtors as our example. That's located here in Southern California, just north of LA. Now, we've created an Announce My News account for your local association. They may use it in one of 2 ways. They may use it to announce news and things that are happening at their local association that they want to communicate out to their members. Maybe they've got a matrix class that they want to promote, or some other internal communication, in which case the banner on the right side of that announcement is going to be all about the Realtor Association, and they can use it in the same way you can and email it out to you guys, share it on their social media sites, or embed it on their blog or website. Where this benefits you is when your local association uses Group Share. They can create free, hyper-local announcements on any topic. We see topics like community events, charity events, consumer news, market reports, legal, legislative issues, homeowner tips, and others. These kinds of announcements are designed for you, the agent, their member, to share with the community. So when your association creates an announcement for you to share with your contacts, you're going to see that announcement on your Announce My News homepage. There'll be a button that says Announce It right underneath it, and when you click on that button, you're going to be able to choose your own color template, write your own little message on the page, and then that branding on the right-hand side is going to be all about you with a little sponsored by section down at the bottom with your association logo on it. Now I'm going to demonstrate it live here in just a moment. But any content created by your association or MLS is free for you to use and always will be. And it's designed to be hyper-local because they know that market best and what the kinds of things that the consumers in your area are looking to get from you. Now, each association uses it in a variety of different ways. When you log into your account, if you don't see any association announcements, and they just don't have one for you today. Now, you may be affiliated with some other group. For example, you may be affiliated with Chandra Hall. Chandra Hall is a wonderful trainer and coach around the country that's affiliated also with I think she's a CRS instructor as well. And so if you're affiliated with the Chandra Hall group, you'll see group announcements for her that she's created for you that you can share with your contacts. There may be other groups that you may be affiliated with that we've brought on in the future. So group share is just free, hyper-local content that's been created for you that you click on the button that says announce and you've got your own branded version. It looks like you created it and you can share it in multiple ways. Email, social media sites, or your blog or website with that embed code. I'll demonstrate a group share announcement here in just a second. Now, the second way to use AnnounceMyNews is click and go. This is my favorite part of our program. We've created a content library for you on a variety of different topics. And you'll notice that none of the topics are necessarily real estate related. Okay, they're fun things like holiday greetings, recipes of the month, gardening tips, parenting tips, things that go viral that people like to share from friend to friend to friend. That's the whole idea of social media, right? You want to be able to provide great content that people say, wow, this is interesting. I want to share it with my friends. Every person who sees it gets introduced to you with your banner on this right-hand side. So you can peruse through our Click and Go library. We put content in that library every week. So you're always getting fresh content to use. You'll only see content that's appropriate for this month, this time of year, or this season. So we limit the amount of content in each category on purpose so that you can go in and use fresh content whenever you arrive. Now, if you see an announcement that you like, you simply click on the button that says announce it. It's then branded for you. It looks like you created it, but we did it for you. You choose your own color template, write a little message if you want. Otherwise, you're ready to go. Super easy, click and go technology. Okay? Now, you're also going to see, I'll show you here in a second, there's one more category called giving back, which we'll talk about here, okay? It really is designed for those of you who support local, regional, or national charities. It's our way of giving back to you. You're going to find that some content in our Click and Go library is free. We always have a category with free announcements. You're welcome to use it anytime. Other content in the Click and Go library costs you credits. Credits are really simple. You purchase credits on our site in increments of $5 will give you 5 credits. $10 will give you 12. $15 will give you 18 credits. And those credits don't expire. So if you purchase $5 worth of credits today, we give you 5 credits, and you only use 2 this month, you'll have 3 credits going into the following months to use. So it's very flexible for you and your budget. There's even an option for unlimited credits for $20 for a 30-day period. So if you're using quite a bit of our content and you want to do that, that might be a more economical way of going about this. Now, each MLS system and each contract with our groups is a little different. I'm going to be using California Regional MLS as my demo account today, in which case none of our announcements cost more than 2 credits, which again, if you do the math, it'd be equivalent to $2 or less, right? Depending on how many number of credits you've purchased in your account. This will make more sense as we go along, okay? Now, the third way to use AnnounceMyNews is to custom create. Now, you can custom create any content you like. This is perfect for those of you who want more control over your marketing message. This is where you do a just sold, that moving announcement, maybe your own market report or newsletter. We have a simple wizard that you simply fill out the questionnaire and it creates the page for you. It's very similar to Announce My Listing for those of you who have attended the Announce My Listing webinar. But fill out the questionnaire, creates a page for you, multiple ways to share it, and custom created announcements only cost 2 credits. So that doesn't mean that it costs you 2 credits to post on Facebook or 2 credits to post on LinkedIn or 2 credits to email it out to 5 people or to 100 people. No, that's not the way it works. It's only 2 credits, and you can distribute it to as many people as you want to send it to. You control the email distribution if you want to send it to 5 people or 500. It's only 2 credits total. You can embed it wherever you'd like to embed on your blog, websites, and so forth, and you can share it on any number of your social media sites. That becomes your announcement. You can re-edit it and reshare it as well. So let's, by the way, there's a little see it in action. We give you another way to see a little video of each of the ways to use AnnounceMyNews. You can see video is really powerful, and we think that many of you guys prefer that so you don't have to go to a live webinar or wait for it at a time that's convenient for you. So let's come back over. So when you log into AnnounceMyNews, you come to this orientation page, navigate through the 3 ways to use it, and then tell us which group you're affiliated with. Now, this particular agent is affiliated with California Regional MLS, which we already know her MLS, and we're going to choose Southland Regional Association of Realtors. And it may be in your case, it's a Chandra Hall group or some other group that you're affiliated with. Just save your preferences, and then it's going to log you into your account. So let's give it a moment to do that, okay? All right, so now we're logged into the account. Now navigate across the top with me. This is your home page. Here's your click and go library. There's your category with free announcements. There's your custom create to create new. There's a history of all of your announcements, which you can go back in and re-edit and send at any time. There's your reports for both Announce My Listing and Announce My News. We have great, robust reporting, which I'll share with you in just a moment. But the first thing I want you to do is come into My Account, into My Info. Now, those of you who have already logged into your Announce My Listing account, this is a shared database of information about you. So once you fill out your profile on both Announce My Listing or Announce My News, it will also transfer over to your other accounts. You only have to do it once, and any changes you make here will automatically change your other account as well. So we want to set up that banner on the right-hand side for you. So you want to upload your picture, your logo, make sure that we've got your correct website URL, your preferred email address. If you're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google+, YouTube, or have a blog page, go to that page and take the URL at the top of the page. You want to take it from the www.facebook.com, whatever it is, forward, and we will add in the appropriate extension. And then once you do that, we'll display those icons on your banner where people can connect with you. Now, how do you want your contact information displayed? How do you want your name displayed? How do you want your company or phone numbers displayed? Now, in this case, we're using California as our example. In Matrix, California Regional MLS, in our contract with them, requires that the company, your office or broker company name, address, and office phone number is uneditable. It varies from one MLS or profile to the next. But if you see it grayed out, it is uneditable. The only thing you can edit is what you want that to say in terms of the phone number. Okay, this one, in this case, we put office. But a little workaround for you, particularly for those of you in California who have this little issue. If you have a preferred phone number, maybe it's your direct line, your mobile, your cell, and you want it to be bold so that it indicates that it's your preferred phone number, simply add in these icons right before and after the word you want bolded. And the same thing with your phone number. That is a less than sign, a little b, and then a greater than sign. Then whatever it is you want bolded, and then at the very end, the same thing, but a / before the little b. Now, if you took your eyes and you put it on your keyboard right now, everyone do this with me. Look down for the letter M. Directly to the left of or directly to the right of the letter M, you'll see a less than sign, and then the greater than sign, and then below the question mark is your /. So just add that in there. If you have a tagline or slogan that you use in your marketing, add that in here. It's going to appear directly below the image that you put at the top of your banner. So if it's your picture or your logo, whatever that may be. And then you have an optional disclosure section. The optional disclosure section is where, for example, in California, we'd like to put our California license ID number. Whatever is appropriate for your state or required by your company for your marketing, put that in here. On your announcement itself, the disclosure section will appear at the very bottom, right above where it says either powered by Announce My Listing or powered by Announce My News. And then if you've earned some association or designation logos like CRS, ePro, ABR, CDPE, SRES, whatever that may be, just use the radial button to select which one, and then click on Update My Information, and we will save it. Now, if you haven't earned any designations yet, maybe Equal Housing Opportunity would be good for you, and the MLS Realtor combo logo. Once you update your information, we've generated that banner for you on your announcements. You only have to do this once, and then simply keep it up to date. And again, if you're using both Announce My Listing and Announce My News, you only have to keep one profile updated. It will automatically update the other one for you. And then every announcement you've ever created will dynamically refresh with your new information on it. How cool is that? Think about it. Let's say you created a Father's Day announcement that you sent out in June, and you sent it out to all your contacts through email and shared on your social media sites, and one of your email contacts saved it because they forwarded off to one of their friends and they saved it, and they are thinking about buying or selling a little bit later in the summer or in the year, and they refer back to that email that they got from you, but you've changed companies or you've changed your phone number or your photo or whatever. When they go into that email, they will see in the body of the email your new profile. It will automatically update wherever that announcement's been shared and saved. So it's like having a virtual business card with you. You don't have to worry about your information being outdated and someone going to your old company to try to locate you only to find another realtor there is very welcome, very ready and willing to help them, right? All right, so the other thing I want to share with you under my account is billing and credits. Let's go there next. This is where you purchase credits on our site, okay? If you are with Clarity Securities, if you're using the Clarity store, then you would be going directly through Clarity to purchase credits there, okay? So this may not look exactly the same on your screen if you're using the Clarity store through your MLS. But just for demonstration purposes, here you can purchase 5 credits, 12 or 18, or unlimited credits. I'm going to give you a promo code to get started, okay? The promo code is LAUNCH, L-A-U-N-C-H, not lunch, launch, like you're launching a rocket. Click on redeem, and we're going to add 5 free credits into your account to get you started. You do not need to put your credit card information in to get that promo code, okay? And there's your preferences. If you ever change MLS associations or anything like that, or groups, you can come in there and change your preferences as well. Okay, let's come back over to this homepage. Now, under What's New, at the very top, any announcement created by your association will be front and center, anything created by your MLS or your association. In this case, it's Southland Regional Association of Realtors. And this campaign is available for use through a particular date. Now you can click on the announcement and it will open up and you can see what your group has created for you. Again, whether it's your association, your MLS, or some other group that you're a member of. And this is a free announcement created by Southland Regional Association of Realtors for their members. Now you can see that this one has to do with call your member of Congress regarding mortgage interest deductibility. They've embedded a video on the page. They've added in important phone numbers. They've added in important links. And this page will extend down and down until the content is exhausted there. Now, over here on the right-hand side, we're going to replace this with your contact information. So when you click on Announce It, remember these are all free, click on Announce It. You can choose whichever color template you prefer. And by the way, I'll mention that these 2 color templates we added recently, these are the exact corporate colors for Keller Williams. They're great templates for anyone to use, but I thought I would mention that specifically for the Keller Williams folks. And this one right here happens to be Prudential's colors. Okay, so let's click Next. Now, if you want to write a personal message on the page, you can. Just use our little text editor here. For those of you who are a little bit more tech savvy, you'll notice that there's a source button here. This is an HTML text editor. I do teach a Beyond the Basics workshop. So you can come up here up to our upcoming training webinars, and you'll see a recorded one for our Beyond the Basics, where I can teach you how to embed your map, your videos. Maybe this is a video of you talking to your contacts. Embed images and hyperlinks. I'm not going to do that right now on this particular webinar because most of you are just going to use this to format the letter or the text that you want to write. Otherwise, just leave it blank. When you come over here to preview this announcement, you'll see that it's now been branded for you. It's got all your contact information on the right-hand side, but because it's a group announcement, there may be a sponsored by and the association logo on it down below. Each group's a little bit different whether or not they do that sponsored by section or not. But now it's ready for you to share. You can share it on your social media sites, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google+. You'll notice it's going to pull the first image. Oops, let's try it again. Sometimes Facebook does that. Let's try it again. Facebook going to be a little stinker? There it is. There's your image, the banner, and either the first part of your personal message or the first part of the message that's been generated on this announcement will appear here. And you can share this on your timeline, on your friend's timeline, in a group, on your business page, or in a private message. And you can share it. You can decide what your privacy settings are for each individual announcement as well. You can also share this through an embed code. We give you 3 different sizes. Simply take this code, copy it, go into your blog, your website, or your contact management system like a Constant Contact and paste that code. The image will appear and it will dynamically refresh as changes occur here. And then we also have generated an HTML email version for you. When you click next, or I should say click here to close the wizard, this announcement, this email will be sent to your email inbox. Look for it there. Make sure it didn't get into your junk or bulk folder. Identify it as not spam if it did. You may want to add email at AnnounceMyMove.com. Again, that's email at AnnounceMyMove.com to your safe sender list. If you have any problems getting the email in your email inbox, you can certainly contact us. On your AnnounceMyNews homepage, there's our phone number, and we'll be happy to troubleshoot with you. Some of the common problems might be like, let's say you've got a Norton antivirus or some other firewall set up on your computer. You may need to turn that off or program it correctly so that it indicates that we are a safe sender. Or you may have a company email address where we need to get in touch with your IT person and make sure they add our IP address to their server so that their email server, so that the email gets into your inbox correctly. Okay? So again, group share gives you the ability to have an announcement created for you by your group, branded for you to share. Really simple, easy, and a great opportunity for you to grow your business and stay connected with folks. Now, the other thing under what's new is anything in the Click and Go library that's been added recently, in the past week or two, will be right here. So this will extend down and down with any new content that's been added in the past week and a half or two. Any announcements that are free, let's see if I can find one here on this homepage. If there was one that was free, you would see it indicated right here. It would say free. These ones all cost 2 credits with California Regional MLS. So if you want to come over to the Click and Go library and see any free announcements, you'd see them here. You can preview the announcement if it's something you think you'd like to use. Go ahead and click on Announce It. It'll take you right back into that wizard so that you can use that free announcement and have it branded for you. If you see an announcement that has credits affiliated with it, then here's what happens. Let's take a look at this Flag Day one, okay? You can preview the announcement, see what it is. If this is something that you'd like to use and send out to your contacts, then you simply click on the Announce It button. Now what's going to happen is a pop-up window is going to come up saying that this announcement is you're purchasing. This one costs 2 credits. We'll tell you how many credits you have available in your account, and we need your permission to deduct those 2 credits from your account balance. And so when you click on I agree, then you can choose your own preferred color template, write your own message on the page, and then it's been branded for you as if you created it. And again, you can share it with as many ways as you'd like. It doesn't cost you any more. Simply 2 credits, and you can share it through email, social media sites, as well as your blog website through that embed code. Okay? Now, let's go back over into that home page again. Click and Go. Let's talk about giving back. If you have a local, regional, or national charity or charitable event that you participate in and support, we want you to contact us, either call us or email us at help@AnnounceMyMove.com. Again, help@AnnounceMyMove.com. And I want you to send us the information about that charity or charitable event. We will be happy to create an announcement for you. We will put it here under this giving back category. It'll be a free service we offer to you, and it'll give every agent in the country the ability to use that announcement for free as well. It's our way of giving back to those of you who give back to the community. Isn't that cool? All right, let's talk about custom create. I'm going to custom create an announcement for you. that has to do with a just sold. The custom create can be anything. It can be, maybe you've got a neighborhood barbecue that you're sponsoring, or maybe you've got some event at your church you're involved with. It could be a market report. It can be any kind of announcement. You simply click on Create New, and it's going to take you into our wizard. It's going to cost you 2 credits, but it's going to take you into our wizard where you can custom create an announcement. Now, I'm going to go into my history and show you a just sold announcement that I created. Now, I positioned this as a success story. So check this out, just sold, have pictures of the house that I just sold, a little information in the headline section, a little personal message, and then a little bit about the property. Okay, so let me show you how I created this. I'm going to go into Edit It. Now, this is taking me into my Edit Wizard. It's the same thing as a Create Wizard. It's the same thing. Just going to walk you through the little questionnaire. What do you want to nickname the announcement? Well, I did just sold with the street address. It was easy to find in my reports. Okay. Do you want this announcement to be searchable on search engines like Google? Each announcement's a little different. You may or may not want it to be searchable. In the custom created version of AnnounceMyNews, there's 2 layouts. You've been seeing the article layout where there's images moving here, there's a headline there, and then there's the body. We do give you a blank layout option as well. This is perfect for those of you who are a little bit more tech savvy, you want more control over the content, and we take this entire quadrant and we open it up into a text editor. And so it gives you the ability to format this text however you'd like using our HTML text editor. Okay, I'm going to use the article layout because it's the easiest one to navigate through and doesn't require any computer skills really, or any HTML skills, I should say. Let's click on Next. What do you want the banner to the top at the top to say? I did check this out, just sold. Choose whichever color template you prefer using the little radial button. Click Next to save it. Now you're going to notice over on the left-hand side there's a green preview button that's appeared. Now you can preview your announcement every step of the way as you make changes. So this next section, I call it the headline. In our program, it's called title and subtitle lines, right? But it's a headline. What's important about the headline is that, first of all, this is where your eye is drawn at the very beginning of when someone first sees the announcement. Also, when you click on, or anyone clicks on share this, and they share it on any of your social medias, it's the headline that gets pulled into the post. So that's important to note. This is not where you write a real lengthy description of the announcement. It's really just the headline like you'd see in an article in a newspaper or online. Okay? And you'll notice that the title and subtitle line section where you enter it is exactly the same size and shape as the quadrant on your announcement. Okay? So go ahead and format the way you'd like it to be, how you'd like it to look, using, what size font, font name, bold, italicized, and so forth. Okay? Every step of the way, make sure you're previewing it to see how it's looking. Now, the announcement body, it's the same type of text editor with some extra bells and whistles on it, where in this case, I just did a personal message first, and then I added in a little horizontal line. There's that horizontal line. And then I told a little bit about the property. Again, depending on the type of announcement you're doing, this could be a variety of different things you put in here. There is a little video here on this page on some of the advanced features of this text editor, like how to embed videos and maps and so forth. Now in this particular layout, we put photos in this upper left-hand corner. Now in the custom create, you can have up to 10 pictures with captions underneath. So simply choose your file and enter in the caption. And then once you've uploaded all your photos, you can put them in any order you'd prefer using little green arrows. And tell us at what frequency you want those pictures to move, if at all. And that's really all there is to it. Now your campaign is published. It didn't go anywhere. That just means it's ready for distribution. So now you have to distribute it. Either use the share button in the upper right-hand corner to share it on your social media sites, embed it on your blog or website, or we've just sent you the HTML email So go look for it in your email inbox and forward it out to your email contacts using whatever email system you prefer. You're not going to upload email addresses onto our site for us to blast it out for you. We want you to use a system that's worked best for you to have the greatest success rate of it getting opened and into the correct inbox. All right, so let's go back over to this home page. I want to show you reports. Now, under reports, you have both Announce My Listings reports as well as Announce My News. We're tracking quite a few things for you. Let's throw it into that just sold announcement. We're tracking how many times your announcements are being viewed. On the web means that you shared it on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Google+, and so forth, where it was viewed there. If it was sent out through email, we're tracking that. If it was embedded on your blog or website, we're tracking how many times it was seen using that embed code. If someone connected with you on your, sent you an email, or went to your website, or connected with you on Facebook or LinkedIn or any of your social medias, we're tracking that for you. That's that banner on the right-hand side where you gave us your information. Now, this is the part I love. Those of you who prefer email, maybe email is your preferred method of communication, and you haven't even shared it on Facebook, let's just say, there is that share button in the upper right-hand corner of every announcement, right? If someone gets this announcement through email or any other means and clicks on share this, we're tracking how often and when that announcement has been shared and on which social media. So you can see how viral your announcement went, even if you're not a social networker. So Announce My News and Announce My Listing are just a really great hybrid of marketing using both email and social media sites. You can come into your history at any time and re-edit your announcement. You do not need to go and repurchase the announcement using your credits. You've already purchased the announcement. Just come in here and re-edit it and resend it off if you need to. And this June 4th Flag Day announcement will be there next year on June 4th as well. You've already purchased it once. You can reuse it again next year or pick from another new set of them that are available for you. I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you have any follow-up questions or would like help custom creating your first announcement, we're here to help you. Simply call us at the toll-free number that you see here, or you can email help@AnnounceMyMove.com, and we'll be happy to have one of our trainers contact you and answer any questions that you have or help you create your first announcement. Thank you guys so much for hopping into this webinar. We really look forward to helping you get the most out of your Announce My News account as well as Announce My Listing. Bye-bye.